Good morning. Welcome back. This is your reading for Wednesday, March 20th. We're definitely into springtime now, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. All of our Australian friends are headed into fall, I guess, right? They had their summer. I think you guys clue me in. I mean, I'm just like I'm still trying to heal my little circadian rhythm here that is faltering due to the time change. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, that's me, not thinking clearly. But also, this can be first thing in the morning, maybe wanting to sleep in. It can also be that you wake up to something on the news and and you're like, kind of triggers your bullshit meter, or there's just so much on the news that has everything to do with lies that you know who has been telling, he and all his dictator buddies. And then with the Hermit reversed, it brings us into this position of feeling like, oh shoot, I can't spend too much time there. It takes me out of my center. On another level, these two cards together could have to do with just a lack of good ideas in the morning, because maybe you're having trouble early in the mornings like me. And with the Hermit reversed, it does kind of it definitely takes you out of your center. But you're having to work harder to get into that place where your inner guidance flows freely. Now, sometimes this card reversed, because it's ruled by Virgo, it can sometimes be trouble with the tummy. It can sometimes be a cold or flu. Like if you have a clogged up head, sinus, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised with these two cards. It's also the Hermit card reversed is also our card for digestion issues and headaches. There's just too much going on in the head. So I'm feeling like the best way to deal with this, for anyone out there, whenever this happens to you, is to just breathe. Take in big, deep breaths and exhale down into your body. With the exhale, come down into your body and relax. There's a direct relationship to the pelvic, the hips, and like an anchor, like your hips. The anchor is the heaviest at the bottom, so you're gonna sit there, right? When the anchor hits the bottom of the ocean, it hits angled in a specific way, as long as it doesn't hit something on the way in. But what happens is, in our bodies, when we bring our life force back down where it belongs, all the way in our body, that's where we really get the inner guidance. We don't get the inner guidance coming up and out of our head. And I guess astral planing is a thing, and it could be fun for, I suppose, I don't know, maybe remote viewing. But when it comes to, I don't know, I don't even try to do it that way myself. But when it comes to working on your own soul, boy, we have a lot of reversals today. Working on your own soul, your own issues, you have to do it in your body. Now, you will get guidance in dream time, which can have you, because when we're in dream time, we're kind of out of body, and we've got that silver thread, that string, from our higher self, and it holds us on the ground. I think in Japanese healing terms, it's called the hara line, H-A-R-A. Or I don't think it is. I know it is. So, but anyway, Seven of Wands reversed. If we're not grounded, how do we take a stand? If we're not grounded, how could we be in our own protective? How do we have healthy boundaries and create a protective bubble around us? It's not just our intentions with our heads that say, I'm throwing up a shield, I'm in a protective bubble. You have to be grounded in your body when you do those things. And it's also your protection or your boundaries, healthy boundaries that you set in relationship with other people, that creates this strength, which would turn this card right side up. But anyway, so Seven of Wands. Well, let's just go through some keywords because, we're all here for learning, right? So Ace of Swords reversed can have to do with confusion, a little too much chaos, trying to remember something that that you woke up and probably it's like, oh, dang, I had a snippet of a dream and now it's gone. I have that happen too, you guys, so don't feel bad. Those things happen. You can always set the intention to remember the really important things, because sometimes maybe we're just clearing out the cobwebs. Sometimes the Ace of Swords reversed has to do with a surgery. Sometimes the Ace of Swords reversed has to do with, like I said before, someone lying to you. But generally, it's just about, a little bit of confusion, a little lack of clarity. Maybe there's someone in the morning that you encounter that wants to, just talk a lot, and because they really have something to say, and it doesn't really have anything to do with being connected to you. They're just wanting to win, So that can be challenging. The Hermit reversed, I think we already went through, but just in case you're taking notes, rather than having to rewind, I'll say it again. The Hermit reversed brings through sometimes colds, flus, viruses, headaches, earaches. And this is why I was thinking about the anchor and dropping down. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to say this. The hips are connected to the jaw. So if you are having trouble with ears and maybe TMJ, something like that, do that deep breathing and relax your jaw and, exhale with your mouth open instead of breathing in and out through your nose. Do it through your mouth instead and get, just drop down, drop in. And like I said, sometimes it's about being lonely. Other times it's about needing to withdraw from the world. Sometimes it's about wanting to isolate or needing to isolate. And other times it's digestion issues, endocrine system issues. So if you're dealing with anything like that, of course you would feel kind of confused and it's not such a great day for good ideas. Let's hope none of this is true and this is what I hope, is that none of this is true for you guys, and this is nothing more than just lessons in what the cards mean reversed. Okay, Seven of Wands reversed. Well, like I said, it's having trouble taking a stand for yourself. It could be rather than hanging in there and having endurance, what we have, because this is our Mars and Leo card, when it's reversed, it brings through just feeling overwhelmed and like giving up, and maybe feeling like you need to be a little overly protective of yourself. And then sometimes, like if this is related to illness, this would be our card for, well, it could be a lot of things. It can be heart issues. It can be anything that has to do with like a fever that's way too high, because it's, on in the head area. All of this wands, life force, fiery energy is near the head. So then we're in the department even of strokes and brain injuries, or just issues with the brain, heart and brain. We've got the core star right here. So, in the third chakra, related to up to the sixth. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, I hope none of that's the case. Let's turn them around just for fun, because we can always do that, right? We create our own reality. So in that case, we have amazing clarity when we're centered, when we go within. And from there, we can always set the healthy boundaries. We can get on top of our world. We can persevere. We can hang in there. We can take a stand if need be, but most of all, we're hanging in there. And notice how whether or not the cards are up or down, upright or reversed, they're all very internal, right? The Ace of Swords, even though it can be all to do with good ideas and, getting things going, victories and breakthroughs and major clarity of the mind, it's still just the first, And we are kind of in the first day of spring, because yesterday, even though it was officially the first day of spring, it didn't happen until after 8 p.m. Pacific. So for those of you on the East Coast, it would have been, really late at night. So this will probably feel more like the first day of spring. So, okay, well, that's it, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take good care. Bye.